It is October 2nd. It's about 4:45. And our PTSO was amazing. And they offered all teachers in the building $100 to spend. And it could be really anything. I thought I would just share what I ended up ordering with that money. And in case you're new to my channel, my name is Tessa, and I am a resource room teacher in an elementary school in Michigan. So one thing that I bought was a pack of clipboards, and I wanted the low profile ones. So here's an example. This is like a light green color, and it's got the low profile clip, and it is pretty flimsy. I mean, you'd have to really bend it for it to break, but should be fine. The pack that I bought was $10, and it's a 4-pack. And I got white, black, blue, and green for $10. I needed more clipboards, so I'm glad I got those. And I'm wearing a hat because today is Hat Day. It's Spirit Week. Just wearing my Detroit Lions hat. Represent. The next thing I got was a box set of books, A Little Spot of Feelings. And I originally wanted to get A Little Spot of Empathy because I have a student who has goals on showing empathy and kind of putting themselves in other people's shoes and being flexible. And so there's a book for A Little Spot of Flexible Thinking in here as well. But I also have students who constantly say they're bored. I have a few who are like that. And I was hoping to find some sort of resource, some kind of book to talk about that. And so this box set has empathy and the boredom, and it does have the flexible thinking. The boredom book I am really excited about, especially because I was reading about it. I was looking through the book before I bought the pack online, and it talks about 2 different kinds of boredom. So there's the boredom that we feel when we don't have anything to do. We're just out of ideas. We don't know what we should be doing, what should we be playing, what. And that's where creativity and imagination come in. And then the other boredom is when you have something to do, but you just don't want to do it. And I really enjoy that because that's what a few of my students are like. You have work, you have something in front of you, you have a task to complete, but you're saying you're bored. So I really liked that book, A Little Spot of Boredom, talks about the 2 different kinds of boredom, and that they're both valid, they're both reasonable to feel, but this is what we can do to help get out of that, not feel bored anymore. And I'm hopeful that will help with a few of my students. Just the Little Spot of Empathy book is like $12 on Amazon, and this whole pack of 8 books was like $44. So that's why I ended up just getting the box set, because even if I don't need all the books right now, I may need them in the future, and it just was a much better deal to get the whole pack. So there's Spot of Frustration, Belonging, Flexible Thinking, Calm Spot, Boredom, Empathy, Spot of Worry, and Little Spot of Feelings. So I got that. They're all soft cover books by Diane Alber, and I've got A Little Spot of Feelings already because I have the plushie set, but having all these other books, it was just a better deal. So I got that. Like I said, that was like $44. And then the last thing I got was something on Etsy. It's called Dinky Doodads, and it is from a speech pathologist, and I got a set of doodads, little trinkets that help practice like first sound fluency, letter sounds. So there are little packets. So this one is, it's a little blurry, but so ABC Trinkets A to E. And you can see there's different things in there. So there's a die, there is a dog, an apple, a butterfly, an axe. Axe is pretty cool. A bat. Also have an acorn, a candle, cake, a car, egg. You get it. So there are 4, the set I got, she has different options, but the set I got has 4 trinkets for each letter of the alphabet. So, like I said, this is acorn, it's got the A sound, but then there is also the apple for A. So, altogether, there are 4 items that either have the A or A sound. And then there are more packs. So then there's F through J, K through O, P through T, and U to Z. And there's just 4 items in each pack. And it's just dinky doodads, ABC trinkets. And it does say on here, small parts not suitable for children under 3. So if you have a student who puts things in their mouth a lot, this is not a good option. Maybe something like bigger animal figurines or toys would be better. Something like Dollar Tree has a lot of that. But I have a student this year who is an upper elementary student, but working on the alphabet, letter names and letter sounds. And so I thought this would be a really cool manipulative activity for them, and just something for any of my students that I work with who may need support with that. And I got little shopping carts. So I got a blue one and an orange one, and they're super cool. So just like a normal shopping cart, it opens up for big items, but also seat, little kid seat in there too, and the wheels spin. Like, it's super cool. These were $6.99 a piece, and my thinking was I could have a shopping list and then grab the items to put in their shopping cart. And so when I got them, I wasn't sure the size. So like this acorn fits in there fine, but this car would fall through. This candle would fall through. They have these on Amazon too, but I figured if I got them through the same seller as the actual trinkets, then there'd be a good chance that at least the majority of them hopefully fit in there okay. Another note is, some of these items are just a piece of plastic with a picture printed, but some of them are like legit little cute items with different textures. And I made these cards. I made 2 sets of the alphabet, and each card has capital letter and lowercase. And I did this one, which is Comic Sans. And I did this one, which I think is like a KG font. It's one of my favorites. And it's just the alphabet set. But I made 2 because one of them, the I has the feet. Like it's got, like one of them is just the line for the I, and the other one has the top and bottom to it. So I wanted to make sure I had 2 sets so that students can see. Fonts are different. We read different materials and different fonts, so I wanted to have both options. And my idea is that they would just have a letter and they would match. So if they have A, they would find the acorn, they'd find the apple, they'd find the other 2 items that start with A or A. Probably just going to keep them in the packs they're in for now, so like A through E. So when a student practices this, they'll just have this pack and then the letters, and they will, but I would just give them A through E, and they would just match and put the items with the letters. And then eventually, I would like to have just a set, like A through Z. Set 1, A through Z, set 2, A through Z, set 3 and 4. But I first want to go through and see if, like, every vowel, there are 2 for the short sound and 2 for the long vowel sound. I'd like to see how that's set up. And this whole set of all of these trinkets, the set was like $33. So altogether, the doodads, the shopping carts, the clipboards, and the box set, plus tax, it all came out to be like just under $100. It was like $99.50 or $99.70 or something. So it worked out perfectly. And I ended up, when I was ordering the clipboards, I couldn't remember the totals for all the items, so I also ordered a box of Kleenex, just like Amazon Basics brand facial tissue, and it was $10 for a 4-pack. And it turns out that, like I said, I'm like right at that 100 mark, so I'm just gonna buy that with my own money, like I do for most things. So yeah, that's what I got for $100. I feel like I did pretty good. I mean, clipboards are actually more costly than I would have expected them to be, but I mean, everything is, I guess, these days. Thanks so much for watching. I will link everything, and maybe these items will be helpful for you too.